Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. It's Friday. Friday. This broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please, you better ask somebody. You could lose your entire trading account. Please consult with a licensed financial advisor. There is significant amount of risk when trading the financial instruments. With that being said, let's get ready to put it on the line. Big move down overnight. Holy moly. Here's midnight. A big move down, and we know that the market does not like these big gaps. At the open, does it fill in that gap? And do we get a pop to the upside? We are oversold. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. We don't want any unpleasant surprises. Today is Friday, March 21st. If you're with us today, hallelujah. God is good. You're still in the game. We've got
order submitted
at 9:05 FOMC member Williams. In Canada, they have their core retail sales and their retail sales month over month. That already passed. Consumer confidence in Europe. So I don't really see anything, any major news reports that are coming out during our trading session. If today's your first day joining us, my name's Rory Powers. Welcome. We're going to be showcasing. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Jorge. Good morning, Mohammed, Rao, Ankh, Mo, Jim W., the Dukesters in the house, Mr. Morales. Good morning, Sam.
Order submitted.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining me today. Let's try to make some money. If today's your first day joining us, my name's Rory Powers. I'm with Right Line Trading, and I'm going to be showcasing our automated trading systems, the AI Auto Trader, and we have another system called the iBot. The iBot. That one kicks in at 9:35, about 5 minutes after the New York Stock Exchange, the stock market opens. And those bots stream data from my kinetic data feed, or the stock market, the cash market. And the trigger on those bots is they're looking for imbalances, a disparity between uptick or downtick, that institutional order flow. It's truly a leading indicator. Lightning fast entries, sometimes before the move even starts. And we want to provide our members with an edge over the other retail traders. The AI Auto Trader, really powerful technology that we've integrated into NinjaTrader, where we have a bot. With every one of our bots, we run it in tandem with what we call a drone. The drone is basically what it sounds like. It's a drone. You think of a flying object above, that's hovering above, and it has a kind of if you had a camera attached to it, it would give you a bird's eye view. You'd be able to see the whole landscape below. And that's kind of what the drone is doing with the bot. It's taking a look at the entire landscape of the market. What's the average true range of the market? Where's the best place to put my stop and profit target in this current trading environment? It's a self-optimizing strategy that will dynamically adjust its own parameters during the trading session. It has a few other components that I'm going to be covering this afternoon in my live presentation. And I'm going to put a link in the chat box before we sign off today. At 1:15 this afternoon, we'll do a little bit of a deeper dive. Today we're going to focus on trading the system and try to continue with our winning streak. We let those strategies run. The bots and the drones on the AI system, we let them run right through the London Open. Well, first the Asian Open last night. Right through the London Open, and now we're getting ready for the New York Stock Exchange to open. And we have what we call our leaderboard. These are the bots that are performing the best in this current trading environment. I'm very happy to see my velocity. This sim account is the velocity. It's a version of this smart velocity. It just has less filter. It doesn't have the velocity filter. It's the same exact strategy without the velocity filter. It's in this Sim 101 account. This is the one that I like to follow when it lines up with my 20 Unorenko. And I didn't get a chance yesterday to clip that video that shows the rules for the entry. But I will clip it. They are simple rules to follow. Today, as oversold as we are,
Order submitted.
There's really only one direction that we would have, for at least the first 5 or 10 minutes, I would assume. Maybe even 15 minutes. For this 20 Unorenko to break back above that 50, it's going to take it's going to take a lot of buyers. Because in order to take this entry, what we need is an alignment and trend on both the 30 range and the 20 Unorenko, on which we currently do have an alignment. They're both obviously way below the 50. So that both of them are in a trend to the downside.
Order submitted.
But let's just take a closer look at the leaderboard. It's very important information to know which ones are doing the best right now. Our Sim 101 is in. I always like to watch it trade and just see how it's doing in this environment. There's certain strategies that will they'll get the ebb and flow of the market. The way that they're designed, they're coded, and the strategy parameters that we've selected. The market conditions favor that particular bot. They kind of each have their own personality. And when you see one that gets into the ebb and flow of the market, that's the one we want to trade. Are all the bots winning? No. If I scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the ones that are losing. These are the ones right now we're going to shy away from. We've got better options to go with. So we're going to concentrate on the ones that are thriving in this current trading environment. This Sim 101 is up 2,500, and it should be in our profit window right there.
Order submitted.
And bam, now it's up 2,900. So that's my go-to strategy. I hope it has another short left in it once the market opens. You can see our higher time frame, the 20 Unorenko, is just way oversold.
Order submitted.
Yeah, we are going to automate it. Yes. Yes. It's right back in. It's taking another move short. It's in our profit window, and bam, another full winner.
Order submitted.
And this strategy's up $3,440. Now it's done, then making a nice retracement right back to the 50. And we want it to roll short again. And we'll catch another short entry. And we're kind of got the ebb and flow of the market. Look at gold. Gold's in a
Order
monster.
submitted.
Boom, there it goes, right back in short. Now, I have a gut feeling, and I don't really go on my gut feelings anymore. I learned the hard way that I'm usually wrong. But when the market opens, I think we're going to get a pop to the upside. But I could be completely wrong. So we'll play it by ear. And we're going to be ready for whichever way it goes. So we like to wait until the market opens at 9:30 and give it a few minutes. Give it a few minutes to settle down. We don't want to get into any kind of fake out or whipsaw. And once it settles down and we catch a direction and an alignment of trend with our 20U and our 30 range, then what we do is we have a trade copier. This is a tool for prop traders or anybody who has multiple trading accounts that wants to copy trades into several accounts at once. It gives you the potential to 2x, 3x, even 20x your profits. With these prop firms, you can trade multiple prop accounts simultaneously with the use of this trade copier. I highly recommend them if you have multiple accounts. If you didn't have a trade copier and you wanted to follow my strategy, what you would have to do is go in your actual strategy parameters of that 30 range, and you would have to change the account and put it in your prop account, in the actual strategy itself. So you'd put your Apex account in there, and say OK and enable it, and it would trade your Apex account. Everything is kind of simplified when you have a copier, because you could just use the SIM account as your leader account. Right here, I've got this SIM 101 as my leader account. That's the one that's up 3,400 pre-market. And now with the click of a mouse, I can turn it on, and the results will go across 6 or 7 of these Apex accounts. So now if I make a $200 or $300 profit on a trade, if I have 7 accounts, it's 7 times 2 or 300, which is really game-changing money.
Order submitted.
We're getting a retracement. Here we go. Coming up to the market open, the 20 Unorenco is slowly retracing. This is kind of what we wanted it to do. Our 20U is retracing back to the 50, and that's what happens when price is oversold.
Order submitted.
Price always wants to revert back to the mean, which it's doing now, but we don't have the alignment and trend. Clearly on my 20 Unorenco, price is below my 50. On the 30 range, it's above my 50. So that would not meet the criteria to take this entry. We need these both to match up. Order submitted. Now if the 20 Unorenco, if 3/4 of the bar break through the 50 and is pushing up higher, and my 30 range is also above the 50, then that would meet the criteria for a long entry. So the market's going to open here in just a minute. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Novus. Good morning, Suzanne.
Order submitted.
Okay, boom. Here we go. Now listen, this thing could take another big short roll. Now that we've retraced, well, that's kind of what we wanted it to do. Well, let's see which way it goes. So within the first 2 minutes, we're just observers.
Order submitted.
We want that 20U to break 3/4 of the way through that 50. 3/4. Starting to line up for a long. This is a tricky one. It's right at the 50. It kind of meets our rules, doesn't it? So I enabled it. Kind of scared with that big push down last night. Well, let's see if we can get a pop to the upside here. See if it continues to retrace. That's it, a little bit of a pullback. I'm right at the 50. I disabled it. Here we go, back for the short. Now I'm going to enable it for a short play now. I've got an alignment of trend. My 20U is short. My 30 range is lined up for a short. So let's try to catch this roll to the downside. Going right into support. I'm going to turn it off. Right into support here. I see underneath these blue lines is what I'm referring to. Our software does a really nice job of defining risk by plotting these pivots. These areas of support or resistance. Support to the downside. Now if we break through, we could be in business here. Need 3/4 of the body, candle body, to break above, which it just did. Now we enable it. Nope. It's a tricky one today. Got to be careful on these Fridays. It'd be easier once we automate this, right? Got really nice volume on the E-mini. The NASDAQ, mediocre.
Order submitted.
Oh. Okay, it popped in long, but I didn't get that copied. I wasn't enabled. I'm right at the 50 on my 20U, and my 50 is still red. So my 20 Unirenko is lined up for a short trade. My 30's took a long entry.
Order
now here we go for the short, which is what I want. Now I enabled it for the short.
Order submitted.
Let's see if it'll jump back in short. We've got... Come on down.
Order submitted.
Pop in. Now we got this support beneath us.
Order submitted.
Could be a problem.
Order submitted. Order
There we go.
submitted.
We're in
Order
short.
submitted.
We got our target under resistance.
Order submit. Order submitted.
I'll take it. All right, we moved
Order
our
submitted.
profit target above support. What happened was when I got the entry, my profit target was below that area of support. So I moved my profit target up and put it right above that area. Now it could break through. I just didn't want to take that risk. It could very well break through this area. And it did. So I would have had the full winner. But that was the entry that we waited for on that. And I'm really happy. You know, my profit goal
Order submitted.
is anywhere, you know, I'm happy with 250 or 500. 250 or 500. On that one, I could have had the 500, but we got the 250.
Order submitted.
So that's 5 for 5 for this week.
Order
It was
submitted.
5 for 5 for last week.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Very quick work. We got out of the market with a $1,600 profit across these 7 Apex accounts.
Order submitted.
We followed that simple rule
Order submitted.
with the alignment of trend.
Order submitted.
Got a little tough. It wasn't easy today. But we did find that move to the downside. Nice. Mobile home
Order
caught it
submitted.
on 20 accounts. Yours never triggered, Carol? Oh, it just did now. Well, they are in alignment still. You might want to bring that profit target up just a little bit. I really don't like my profit target being below support. I want to have a clear shot to the money.
Order submitted.
Whoa, there goes gold. Holy moly. Gold just took off. We are in a monster on gold. Yeah, retirement plan is doing great. You're right, Rao. I was looking at that.
Order submitted.
Well, we got into this area of consolidation
Order submitted.
on our 30 range. I hope for Carol's sake it pops to the downside. Here we go, Carol. Come on, push lower. Push lower for Carol. All right. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what happens with this gold trade.
Order submitted.
Look at gold on a monster runner. Now 9:35, our iBots kicked in, so we're going to take a look at the iBots
Order
too.
submitted. Order submitted.
Haymaker just took off.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Mack trucks in. Snipers in. Those 20 U's on the
Order
on the
submitted.
NASDAQ are really powerful bots.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Starting to get some really good volume now. We're up at 3,000 contracts a minute. We went from 1,500 to 3,000 in the last 5 minutes. They're really playing the market now. They're pushing it higher. Our bots just jumped in long. See if we can get this pushed to the upside. We need a little follow through now.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Come on, keep pushing up. Let's go. Mack truck is still in a monster. That Mack truck is one of my favorite strategies.
Order submitted.
Here we go.
Order submitted.
RJ, my man. Yeah, we've got a brilliant member of our community named RJ. Came with Stephen A. Good friends. Stephen A. introduced RJ to Rightline, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, RJ and Mark Miller, who's the owner of Rightline, kind of collaborated together.
Order submitted.
RJ put one out there, did his due diligence, and Mark kind of collaborated with them and put together this beautiful template that runs on 150 range. And that's the power of numbers. When you're in a community of traders, and people that are willing to help one another, that's this, the spiritual aspect of it. But RJ's template today, you can see, is up $4,000 on my computer. ES8U scalper drone, just under 4. Let's see if we're still in any of these long positions. We are. The IBOT 16U, IBOT 20U. Now those are the bots that are looking at the stock market. And when they sense a disparity between uptick versus downtick, they're the first ones to jump in. IBOT 20U is up 740 very quickly.
Order submitted.
Ah, Carol. We're going to get together and lighten your workspace. Yeah, that happens when you're getting lag. It's very submitted. Frustrating. It's got to be one of the most frustrating feelings. It's you can't do anything. What you're looking at is just an illusion. The price is somewhere completely different. Our IBOT 600 tick is in. Gold is in. IBOT 16U is still in. Taking a lot of heat. Let's see if it
Order
can
submitted.
pop back up to the upside here. You can see my weekly performance on the PA accounts. This is from the 17th,
Order
which was
submitted.
Monday, to the 21st, Friday. These are funded accounts. 4,000 this week. $24 max drawdown. Throw in last week. Max drawdown 1,500, up 9,100.
Order submitted.
You can see the equity curve, just beautiful equity curve. Go all the way back to February, playing that same strategy, day in and day out, that we opened up with.
Order submitted.
And this
Order
equity
submitted.
curve goes up to $18,000, over $18,000, almost $19,000 on these PA accounts.
Order
Put
submitted.
this on weekly.
Order submitted.
And you can see we're at $18,865 on those funded PA accounts. Let me tell you something. In my wildest dreams, did I ever think that, knowing what a horrible trader I am, did I think I'd be able to get those type of results? If I could do it, I assure you, you can too.
Order submitted.
It does, George. Carol, what George said is true. If there's any strategies that we're not using, we could definitely disable those and preserve our resources.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Got a nice trade here on this
Order
IBOT.
submitted.
Price is retracing still.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Here we go. This one could go all the way very easily.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
And you can see how this bot will manage this trade. Gives it room, but once it matures to the upside, it'll move up and lock in some profits. Yeah, we'll help you out, Carol.
Order submitted.
Especially if we're, that one early morning trade, we could just, put a pause on the other bots so you can get that I call it the power play at the open. We just really need that one strategy for the first 15 minutes. Gold is making a huge comeback. I was down on gold this morning. I think I was down by about 1,500, and now I see it's getting right back in the game. Bam, look at it. It's taking these huge moves down on these runners. Look at gold go. Incredible volume for gold. Now the numbers you see on the bottom right-hand corner of my chart, that's contracts per minute. Gold is very unusual to see gold turning that type of volume. That's a tremendous amount of volume for gold. Almost as much as the NASDAQ. It's unheard of. Very uncommon, I should say. Let's break through this area of support right here. We're gone.
Order submitted.
Resistance, excuse me.
Order submitted.
Novus, the prop firm that we recommend, and I do have an update to share on Right Line Funding. The best, most honest prop firm out there. Some news on Right Line Funding. Mark had a big meeting and got an update on our opening date, which, believe it or not, falls on April Fool's Day, April 1st, of all days. April 1st, they said, is your day. So we're a little over a week away. Look at this strategy go now. Bam, another one. 36.20. Gold's back submitted. In. Here goes gold. Things are starting to pop now. So back to Right Line Funding. And today is Friday, so I did want to do a review. I like to do a weekly review. And I want to put the link for today's webinar in the chat box. The website address is www.rightlinefunding.com. I'm going to put it into the chat. Let me know if that link works.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
We're going to have two size accounts, the 50,000 and the 150,000. We could do an eval or you can go straight to funded. It's going to be an 80-20 split. We're looking for the most consistent traders. If you're able to get 6 payouts, we're going to give you a live account. A live cash account. And you'll have a really nice equity split, 80-20. And we are going to be kicking off come
Order
April 1st.
Submitted.
Very exciting. See, this bot has found that ebb and flow that we were talking about. We were talking about
Order
the
submitted.
bot that finds the ebb and flow. Boom. 3,620. Our ES8U-BC scalper is in this position here. It's taken some heat, but this bot's up $4,275.
Order submitted.
This market wants to keep pushing up.
Order submitted.
I'm in some shorts on the E-mini that are hurting. Our star drone hit a full winner. Okay, let me get these links. I want to put the link in for today at 1:15.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's try to see the iBots. Here's the iBot 20U.
Order submitted.
iBot 20U. iBot 20U's in long. 30 ranges in long. We've got a nice alignment. We've got some upside resistance. We're going to retest that area of resistance. It's a good idea to get it done early on a Friday because let me tell you something, after lunch normally, now there are exceptions, but it's been known to significantly slow down Friday afternoons. I'm doing a webinar today with Mr. Lee Goldstein of 10-Minute Trades. Lee's going to go at 12:30. He's got an automated strategy to trade the news.
Submitted.
The news reports. We don't trade the news reports, especially those red folder reports. We watch them.
Order submitted.
We hit the pause button. And then at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to do an in-depth look at the AI Auto Trader and the iBots, a live question and answer, and we're going to also showcase the best performing bots.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
I'm putting it in now, Chris. If I don't put it on a notepad first, it won't come through. Yeah, I know, Judy. I forgot to put it on a notepad, and I'm sorry. I'll put both links back in.
Order submitted.
Jeez, you have to put everything on a notepad.
Order submitted.
Back in long. Here we go. This market wants to push higher. Okay, today at 1:15 p.m. Eastern. If you can't make it live, register anyway, because we'll send you a replay automatically. Gold's gonna come back and come up on our leaderboard. Watch.
Order submitted.
That's at 1:15 p.m. Eastern. And let me go back to right line funding. Let me put this link. Grand opening April 1st.
Order submitted.
We're going to have some really great coupon codes. So if you go to this website and you're not a member with us, you want to put your email address in the section that says send me a coupon code. Very important. We're going to be doing something special. April 1st. Right line funding. And We're going to do some things a little different. We're going to have some really great contests.
Order submitted.
In addition to having the payouts and what everybody's normally doing now, we're going to
Order submitted.
Mark has some great ideas. We really want to find the best traders, and we want to have some really fun prizes to win on top of the money.
Order submitted.
So April 1st is Right Line funding. I think you should be able to click on it now. It's
Order submitted.
not easy to work with this chat with links.
Order
We're sitting on
submitted.
the previous day's low, Mobile Home says. What's that on gold?
Order submitted.
Or on the NASDAQ?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, let me gear up my. That's a good question, Jorge. Let me find out for you. I'm not sure.
Order submitted.
The NASDAQ should, okay, thanks. Yeah, that's probably right where that big pivot is there. Previous day's close, previous day's low. Previous session low. Here we go. It's going to push back down. Listen, it's really nice to hit your profit goal. Once you hit your profit goal, it's always a good idea to practice capital preservation. If it's in the bank, keep it there. If it's in your pocket, don't lose it. Once you hit your profit goal, become a spectator.
Order submitted.
Take a quick look at the leaderboard here. These are the top performing bots for today. On the iBot side,
Order submitted.
Our 30 range and our 20U are leading the way on the iBots. The AI system, we've got the ES on the 8U, RJ's 30 range, 150 range. This is that velocity, 3420. I've taken off the velocity filter on that because I want to get in. When that setup comes in the morning, I want to get in. The UB is the 30 range on the E-mini. So the 30 range on the E-mini, the 20U on the NASDAQ, and the 30 range on the NASDAQ, those are our money makers. As Raul mentioned, our retirement plan runs on a 2-minute, on the NASDAQ 2-minute. And that one gets on the board quite a bit as well. But we've got a beautiful 1-2 punch with these NASDAQ and E-mini bots.
Order submitted.
Right now for the week, on the Mack truck, the 20 Unarenko Mack truck,
Order
trading
submitted.
one contract. The Mack truck is up $7,700. Trading one contract. That's the NQ 20 Unarenko. NQ 20 Unarenko. That's these big bars at the top right.
Order submitted.
My ES30 range star bot.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Is up just under $3,000. Now that's
order
the bot.
submitted.
That's the bot. That one's the one that's time optimized. If you're going to set it and forget it, it's a good strategy always to use the bots.
Order submitted.
If you're going to be right in front of your computer and you want that system to trade when you're ready, use the drone. Use the drone. The drone's always going to get in when things set up. The bot is going to time optimize itself. So if you want to set it and forget it, it's only going to trade when historically it does well. So you could see my 30 range bot this week was very efficient. It made 3,000. It only had $566 in drawdown. If we look at the drone took more trades, was not as efficient.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's take a look and see what the sniper did.
Order submitted.
The 20U sniper bot, very efficient.
Order submitted.
Up 1718. Very little drawdown. Not very many trades. Only 10 trades for the whole week. An average of 2 trades per session with an 80% win rate. That's the bot that only trades when the drone is profitable. Remember, the bot is adjusting its own parameters. It works extremely well on the NASDAQ. Really well on the NASDAQ. It makes the output extremely efficient. Is the bot drone technology on the NASDAQ. One thing it's looking at, if we look at the drone do a time analysis, if I change it up top from summary to analysis, this is my trade performance. To get to the trade performance, on my control center, I went to new trade performance. And this comes up. And now I can go to my analysis and break it down by the half hour of the day. And I always want to look at my entry time, not my exit time. I want to know when it got in. This bot does extremely well right up to the market open, right through 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, it falls off. So what the bot will do, if we look at the trading hours of the bot now, when it makes its money, it's all at 9:30. It only trades that 1/2 hour out of the day. You can see here the drone crushes it at 9:30. So what does your bot do? It only trades the market open. It says, hey, this bot likes the market open. Let's just trade then because it keeps winning. So the bot will only trade that half hour of the day. So if you have something else to do, you want to go to work, you got to answer the phone, you got to take care of the kids, whatever it might be, if you enable that bot, it's only going to trade when that system makes the most money, and it's going to optimize itself. Thank you, Joel. Joe, I'm going to clip that. I'm going to clip that video from yesterday that shows the details of that entry we take. I call it my power play.
Order submitted.
And it's very simple and easy. We are going to automate the strategy, so there'll be no discretion.
Order submitted.
But it's I'm going to clip yesterday, or it was either Wednesday or yesterday's live stream, and I'm going to clip out that 5 or 10 minute portion that explains the strategy in detail. It's very simple. It's not complicated. Well, Carol, when you got into the trade, you probably, in all likelihood, didn't have the lag at that time. What happened was while you were in the trade, the lag creeped up on you. And then it didn't give you the ability to manage your position because what you were looking at really wasn't where price was. So it was horrible timing, Carol.
Order submitted.
The lag means that the price that you're looking at on your chart isn't really where price is. You can always see where price is on your chart. This is very important to know. On your chart, in your chart trader, there's an ask and a bid right here. This is where price really is. Then you look at your chart and you say, hey, is my chart showing me right where my bid and ask price is? Is that right where price is? And if you're looking here and your bid and ask is at 3004 and you look at your chart and it's at 3010, you know you got a big problem. So you always look at where your bid and ask is and you look at your chart and you say, there's a disparity there. I got problems. I'm not going to take a trade. What I'm going to do, Carol, is I'm also going to share this with you. This is just I call it a lagometer. It shows you what your lag is on the instruments.
Order submitted.
I'm going to share that with
you. Order submitted.
Yep. Carol said, yep, I have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. My 20 UI bot is coming back. It's coming for the leaderboard. Suzanne. Darn.
Order submitted.
I was hoping that
order submitted.
What you were putting in the members area with the kinetic. I've been using kinetic, and let me tell you, my system is running like a champ. You guys that have been following me, you know, it wasn't long ago that I was stepping on the banana peel big time with the lag. There are ways to significantly reduce the lag and the resources. Amen, Rao. We've got a really great tool that can optimize your database. And myself, Charles, Sergio, we could take some measures to really reduce the lag. The first thing, and this very obvious thing to do, is to reduce the amount of days that you load on your charts. Specifically, and most importantly, on the Unarenko bars. On these Unarenko bars, man, do they use a lot of tick data. I would first go to each one of your charts and right-click and go right to your data series. And load, instead of 3 days, my goodness, don't load 3 days with this volatile market. I load 500 bars on all of my charts. Carol, it's hard to say. It could be your computer. It could be something completely different. Charles is really good with this type of thing. That's his area of expertise. But
order submitted.
That could absolutely be the culprit, is your computer, though. But I can't say that with 100% certainty.
Order submitted.
Okay, let's keep going.
Order submitted.
$10.15. Coming up right behind me also, we've got professional options trader David Wise. David Wise is going to be streaming live on YouTube right behind me with his SPY Super System.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
I'm going to take a real quick bathroom break and I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
I'm going to send you, Carol, I'm going to send you Charles's calendar.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let me show one last thing about lag without harping on it, but I'm hoping it'll be helpful. Oh, the MES this week did really good. We have a template that runs on the MES, our PA account template. Let me show you something. If you were to go to your control center, okay, the control center, and go to New, NinjaScript Output, NinjaScript Output, and what'll pop up is this little window right here. Now in this little window, I'm going to right click and I'm going to select my NinjaScript utilization monitor. And I'm going to click that. And now this other little screen comes up and I can actually close this one out now because I don't need it. And what this will do is it will tell you how much resources each
Order submitted.
Each drawing tool or drawing object or indicator, how much resources is each component using? Now you can see by a long shot that it's my trade copier. I mean, this trade copier,
Order
it
submitted.
uses a lot of resources. A lot. Especially when I
Order submitted.
have multiple tabs on it. My goodness, does it use a lot. But so it would always be a good idea to make corrective actions on the things that are causing the most resources to be expended. So if I see my duplicate account actions is running that type of resources, then I would want to close some of those tabs or close it all together if I'm getting lag. So this utilization monitor is giving you the hint as to what is causing the problem on your computer. So if it's an indicator or if it's a tool that you're using and it's using an unusual amount of this total time resources, you may want to get rid of it.
Order submitted.
Carol, again, that Charles is really knowledgeable with that. I'm going to ask him if he has any time today to please contact you. This is his, strength is anything to do with computers, man. He's really smart. All right, let me run to the bathroom, then we're going to close out. We got 10 more minutes.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, I'm back. So remember, today at 1:15, come join me. We got a really great presentation today. We're going to be showcasing the AI Auto Trader and the iBots. Do an in-depth look under the
Order
hood.
submitted.
Well, another thing to look at, Carol, is I always check my task manager. If you go to your task manager, the first thing I showed you will tell you what on Ninja is causing it. But if you want to see if it's your computer, you can look and see what your CPU and memory is. If it's maxed out, then you've got a problem with the computer. Okay, we're right back in the profit window on that 30 range. Bam.
Order submitted.
Oh, we're getting a big pop to the upside here. Big pop to the upside here. Wow, everything just jumped in long. All my iBots are in. 20U. Let's see if we get the 30 range in. That one's a, man, that one, if that one catches one, it's gone. There's the NQ 1 minute in. iBot 1 minute's up 500. Here's the 16U.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
20U is up 1570. After commissions 1519.84. Let me just show Carol one last thing. Carol, if you go in our Discord chat and you go to the software updates, Charles's link, his calendar link is right there. You have my calendar link, but I really want Charles to. I'm just nowhere as knowledgeable as Charles when it comes to that. So I really highly recommend getting with Charles on his calendar. All right. Well, let's do a recap of today's session. We'll take a look at the leaderboard. Another really great day for the bots. The winning streak continues, and man, I hate to jinx myself, but that's 5 in a row for this week as well. 5 in a row last week, 5 in a row this week. That strategy that I'm going to clip and share with you from yesterday's live stream, that strategy overall is over an 80% win rate since we started doing it. And
order submitted.
Today it did not disappoint. So RJ, it's Miller time. You got number one on the leaderboard today. RJ, great job. The 8U scalper drone, 3,800. My velocity 30 range on the NASDAQ, 2,500. One contract. That's a 30 range. The SimUB test is on the E-mini. The iBot, the winner in the iBot category, was the 20 Unorenko. Our ES Star drone took a full winner for 1250, but it's taking some heat right now. It's in a losing position, but who knows? That thing could come all the way back. The retirement plan. Rao mentioned it earlier. The retirement plan, doing its business in a volatile market, that retirement plan is a go-to strategy. Big moves up and down. The retirement plan is going to get you in. It loves a volatile market. The NQ Smart Stop 2. That's the velocity bot without the velocity filter. Steven, always love to see the Steven botter drone up there. Mr. Stephen A is a great guy. And we've been praying for his wife for a speedy recovery. The Signal C Mack truck drone. Up 764 after commissions. Wow, Rao. Rao's up 4,000 from yesterday. This P&L that we're looking at, good question, Khurshid. This P&L is started at this session, which the beginning of the session, which was 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern. These bots will never hold a position through the session break. Come 5 o'clock Eastern, it will, 4:59, it's going to close every open position regardless. It will never allow you to hold an overnight position, ever. We just don't do it. So, to answer your question, these results are from 6 p.m. Eastern last night to current, to today. So anything with an AI or SIM in front of it was running since 6 p.m. Eastern last night. If you see an iBot, that was running from today once the New York Stock Exchange opened. In order for the iBots to run, they have to be streaming data from the stock market. My PA accounts, 275, 275, and 275, straight across the board. The evals, 225, 275, 275.
Order submitted.
And then we had some iBots down here on the E-mini that were up a nominal amount. The iBot ES4U is in. And we can close up with, let's see, that iBot ES4U. See if we can pull something out. Went short.
Order submitted.
Went short. That's a good trade right off of the 50 and the VWAP, which are big areas of resistance. That was a beautiful entry. Wow.
Order submitted.
That's a David Wise entry there, if I've ever seen one. He likes to enter. He likes to get in the trades right off of support. That was a dynamite entry. We're playing that it's not going to break through the VWAP. and it's going to continue down into the trend. If you look at this 30 range on a 15-minute bar, it's going to be a huge down trend. So we got a pullback and a continuation down into the trend is the play.
Order submitted.
All right. Well, listen, it is Friday, and I hope everybody has a blessed weekend. If I don't see you today at 1:15, I hope you're able to spend some quality time with those you care about the most. Just like the hokey pokey, that's what it's all about. Have a blessed weekend. It's a little windy here. I'm still saving for that trip to Costa Rica. Once I get these PA accounts, once I get this payout, I'm going to put a sign up. You're going to come on to my live stream. I'm going to have a sign, "Gone Fishing," because I'm headed to Costa Rica. Their rainy season is in the summer. I've already talked to the nice guy. I went to high school with him. He's got a boat out there. And a couple of my friends from high school are pilots with American Airlines. And they're going to stow me away in one of their baggage compartments. But the fishing's been a little rugged down here because of the winds. Boy, this trade's breaking right through the VWAP. But do me a favor, please, if you would. Please like my video here on YouTube. It really helps us out more than you know. Something with their algorithm. If you like the videos or you post comments, it gives us traction in their algorithm, and it gets us in front of some new eyes. And we would really appreciate it if you would like our video. And wish you all a blessed weekend. And God willing, we will be back to do it again. The streak. We're going to put the streak on the line. Try to do it all again next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay blessed. We'll see you next week. So long.